What's up, everybody? It's another day. That means it's another chance for a win. Here's what I want to talk about today. I'm a superintendent of a school district in central Missouri, and this time of the year you talk with everybody about what your plans are for next year. Sometimes you have a teacher who wants to move on to another school district. Maybe they want to get back a little closer to home. Maybe they, got engaged and they're going to move to wherever their loved one lives at, closer to their family, things like that. There's a million reasons why people change jobs. And so this time of year, you sit down and you talk with everybody and you try to keep that line of communication open because, if you're looking for another job, what I always try to tell, the teachers is, hey, just be open and upfront and honest with me so I can kind of have it in the back of my mind in case we need to start looking for a replacement. But also, if there's anything that I could do to help you while you're looking for that other job, then I would obviously want to try to help you, get where you want to be. And I'm very sincere in saying that to teachers. And I want to be clear about two things. And the second point is kind of the point of what I'm talking about today. The first point is that, I am very sincere in that if I can help you get where you want to be, for whatever reason, it's your life and it's your career. And if you want to, get back closer to your parents or closer to your family, to your loved ones, whatever, or, just, hey, I want to go live in St. Louis. I want to go live in Kansas City. I got a chance to go make more money. There's 1,000 reasons, again, why you would change jobs. But if I can help you do that, then I'm certainly going to do that. I don't want to lose teachers, and I don't want to have to replace people, especially, people that you really value and think do a great job. But here's the point of my talk today. I think the key to any organization being successful and the key to you being happy in your own life is you have to genuinely try to help the people around you. And if you genuinely try to help the people around you, and this has always kind of been my motto, if I can help you get what you want, then eventually I will also get what I want. Okay? And if you follow the website, justwintoday.com, and you've been with us from the beginning, you know that I used to be a basketball coach before becoming an administrator. And I had a lot of success because I had some really, really good players, people that were just kids then that have all grown up now and they're adults and they're husbands and wives and all this different thing. They've got kids of their own. A lot of them are really successful adults. And I think the reason that we had so much success is number one, they had talent. But number two, I think I was always good at trying to help them get where they were going, And in other words, I didn't try to make every kid the college prospect to go play, at Podunk, middle of nowhere A&M college, and sell them on that dream, because that's not for everybody. I've had kids that went and played in college, and one that's in the NBA now, and guys, some other ones that went and played professionally overseas. And so I've had those players for sure, but I've got other players that are farmers and that are physical therapists and that are preachers and all kinds of other things like that. And I think, the key to being successful is, do you really genuinely try to help the people around you get where they're going? And what I used to always do with my players when they were, when they were young, we would sit down and the first talk we had every year was, what do you want to be when you grow up? And that was a serious question. And it was really neat to watch them as they were 7th graders, 8th graders, 9th graders, 10th graders, and see how their answer changed. I always thought that was fascinating because as they grow up, and that's what I used to always tell them the first time we'd sit down and do this, the great thing is, whatever you write down today, you still got time to change your mind because you're young. But, it's good to start thinking about those things like, hey, I might want to do this. Hey, I might want to do that. And they would write this down in an essay, and I would grade their essay, and not grade it, but I would write notes on it. And then the next time we went back to our little study hall as a team, they'd open up their notebook and they would look at this and say, read what I wrote down. And I would ask questions like, I remember one time I had a kid that said he might want to go to the military, and I would ask him questions like, well, have you thought about which branch of the military you want to go to? Have you thought about what kind of job you would want to do in the military? Because there's a lot of jobs, besides just being the soldier that shoots at the bad guys. Like somebody's got to fix the airplane. Somebody's got to cook the food. Somebody's got to make sure the supplies get where they're supposed to be. There's a lot of jobs in the military. So then he would write in his folder, he would answer my questions. And so with every player in our program, I did this. And it created a two-way conversation. And we did this about a lot of different topics. But I was really young when I started doing that. I was in my early 20s. But I think what it taught me was a valuable lesson. Those guys, those players that played for me would run through the wall for me because they believed that I was trying to help them get where they wanted to go. So now as I'm dealing with adults and I'm trying to get them where they need to be, I think the same thing holds true. If you believe that the person who is directly in charge of you, or you believe the people that work around you on a day-to-day basis genuinely want the best for you and want you to get the things in life that you want to get, then you'll also in return try to do the same for them. And so everybody is not the boss or the leader like I am at the school district where I'm at, but we're all co-workers. We're all a parent or a son or a daughter or a brother or a sister or a cousin or a friend to somebody. And so I would just challenge you to think about that as it relates to your own life and the people around you. How often do you really genuinely look at the people around you, and how much are you helping them get where they would like to get in life, whether it's your kids or your coworkers or whatever else, and vice versa? How well do the people around you treat you that way? And so I think that's the key to being happy. We talk about this on here all the time. Join the revolution. And the revolution here, at least for us at Just Win Today, is not self-help, is not self-improvement. Not that we don't want to get better, because we can always get better. But it's just about being happy where you're at and being fulfilled in what you're doing right now, and trying to help the people that are around you right now, because what you're doing right now is all you can control. And so that would be my challenge today, just to get you to think a little bit different. How good of a job are you doing right now helping the people around you get where they want to be, and vice versa? So maybe that made sense. I hope it did. If not, we'll try again tomorrow. Everybody have an awesome day. JWT.